What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my garage. As always, if you guys are enjoying this series, make sure you leave a like on the video. It'd be greatly appreciated. In the last episode, we did finish up our beloved Project NIV, which is now our second project vehicle. I think the first one we did was a Lad Coupe, if I remember correctly. So, without any further ado, we're going to get straight over to the used car lot, and today we're going to be scooping up our next project vehicle. I believe there are 3 left that we haven't checked out yet. The Chad, the Bart, and then I think just the regular Lad. Like, obviously not the Coupe because we've done that. But I'm pretty eager to see just what we can find here at the used car lot today. Not the greatest first lineup. I'm going to be honest, we're probably going to be getting a rebuttal on this one because these are all Lads. Granted, we do have the 4-door Lad. And then, oh, never mind. This is actually an NIV back here. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. This one's just way too mangled to even think about taking it on. So let's try that again. I want to wish you all a very happy Monday as well. Hopefully you had a fantastic weekend. I am about halfway through a Red Bull at this point. Mondays are real rough. Real rough. But I'm sure we'll wake up eventually. The Chad, here, $20,000? $20,000, and it's in this condition? No, dude, no. What a scam. And the hood don't even work right. What an absolute scam that thing is. And then we have another NIV, it's purple, very smashed in the front. And then this is going to be another Lad Coupe. Well, third time's a charm, right? Third time's a charm. Okay, the Red Bull is now completely gone. We're feeling good. We're feeling slightly more energized. Dude, this thing's actually pretty clean. What do they want for that? $8,300. I'm not expecting us to make a killing on this one if we were to purchase it. The blue is actually a very nice color. I kind of like that. I'm thinking some new wheels. Obviously going through and fixing all the rust and things. Let's check the suspension real quick. Looks pretty good. We have a control arm or something over there that's a little nasty looking. It's tough because you can't really get underneath the vehicle. I wonder if we could bring like the floor jack or something over here. Okay, we've got an upper control arm right there. Brake booster appears to be kind of shot. We've got the what is that? The ignition coil? I think that's what that is anyways. And then back here, oh, dude, the transmission. Yikes. And then the starter as well. Okay, so not too many issues, but all the issues are pretty well like spread throughout the car. It's not really like just engine problems, just body damage. And then we also have a seat in there that is kind of nasty. You know what? I think that one is the most tempting thus far, and it's a decent price. So let's go ahead and scoop this bad boy on up. For the small price of $8,300, we've got ourselves another Lad. But this one is a 4-door instead of the coupe that we owned previously. Let's see if she'll turn over. Okay, not bad. Quite a bit better than I was expecting, if I'm being honest. Let's go ahead and drive this thing around a little bit. Maybe we'll be able to diagnose something. Probably not, though. Probably not. Not really sure what I'm looking for. God, dude, it really moves pretty well. I mean, already. I can't imagine there's too many things that we're going to have to fix on this. Maybe some of the tires are a little flat. Because that was real sketch. Oh, and the brakes don't even work. Yeah, see, if I keep driving this right now, we're gonna get in an accident because these brakes are horrible. That's probably the first thing I should have tested. But we're gonna pull this straight onto the hoist. I think that looks pretty good. Cut the ignition. The door's gonna do some weird stuff right here, but that's fine. That is to be expected. All right, how is our first attempt at pulling the vehicle onto the hoist? Honestly, that's one of my better attempts. Let's toss old girl up in the air. Do a quick shake test. Make sure she's not going anywhere. And then, actually, let's check out the engine before we look underneath. Yeah, that brake booster is definitely shot. starter, transmission, as we said, and then the ignition coil, right? Isn't that what that's called? I just can't remember. You guys, I just can't remember. Do we have coolant? Let me get a better look. We do have some coolant in there. That's lovely to see. We didn't check the oil. I wonder if you could check the oil at the used car lot. It's pretty good. About 3/4 the way full. Color looked to be decent enough anyways. Sweet. Okay, well, engine bay looks pretty much the same as it did at the used car lot. So we're going to hoist her on up, and we'll do a little bit of inspection now on the underside. Moving on to the rear, that same little control arm that we noticed is obviously still an issue. And then it looks like we have some sort of problem with the differential as well. And as far as the body damage goes, I think this is all the rust on the vehicle, which is actually fantastic. And then we have a gross hubcap. But these are honestly going in the bin anyways, because they're just kind of ugly. Like, I'm not a big fan of them. And then the steelies, of course, we'll have to get some new wheels. Is this a 4-lug? It is a 4-lug. There are some massive rims. I guess they're not massive, but they're the biggest rim over at the store. I'd be tempted to throw those on here. I think that would look really, really good. They're just a silver color. I think they'd be a solid fit for on here. Anywho, where do we want to begin? Maybe with the body damage, since that's, I mean, really, really easy. We got the flapper disc on here, or the sanding disc. Now, this is very, very loud, okay? So just cover your ears. It'll be over before you know it. There we go. Not too shabby. It is difficult, though, to get at this with the hoist arms. They're kind of in the way. There we go. That one is cleaned up. Let's move on to the other section of the door. Little bit of a stretch here. Kind of reaching for this one. Let's see if we can stand up. Okay, in between the arms. That'll do it. I'm going to go ahead and lower the vehicle back down because we got to open up that door. There's probably a little bit more rust inside that door jamb. So with that lowered down, we should be actually, hang on, we got to open the door first. I learned my lesson. I did that once, and that's plenty. Let's see what we've got going on in here. No more rust? Really? Is it maybe inside the rear door? No? Should we check this one? There it is. Okay. I knew I saw some more. Just gotta get this ground down. Come on. Come on, don't do me dirty like this. Just go bye-bye. Please. Oh no, it's gonna be one of these, huh? Sometimes you just gotta remove the door card to be able to see everything that's underneath. And these things are real tricky to remove, so good luck. Oh my, okay, yeah, there is plenty more rust in there. This door looked to be in decent enough condition. It is very obviously not. With our sanding complete, we're just going to move the door card over to a safer space so we don't accidentally lose the thing. Just right up there seems good to me. Then we got to get our wrench, so same thing, just can't be losing stuff. That would not be ideal. But as you can tell, the vehicle has shifted slightly up on the hoist, so I'm going to hop back in, turn her over again. This is why we haven't done any of the engine work just yet. I just want to be able to pull a vehicle onto a hoist and have it be straight. Like, is that too much to ask for? I don't think so, but it's very, very difficult. Very challenging. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Dude, that's the best I've ever done. It's a little too far forward, though, so we're going to have to do something about that, but that is pretty dang solid. I'm slowly realizing that most of our time spent in the garage is spent just trying to get a vehicle pulled onto the hoist. Like, the simplest of tasks take the longest, and it's still shifting in the air. I almost wonder if I shouldn't try to get the arms actually onto the frame rail. I just don't think that would matter much. Oh, you know what? It could be because I've kind of got it on that control arm or whatever that thing is in the rear. Would probably be a problem. Whatever the case may be, what I want to do now is actually just take off these wheels. I'm way too excited about the new rims. I'm going to do it just straight away. But while we're at it, we can, of course, check the brakes and make sure those are actually working properly. Old girl was on 14s originally. Very, very small wheels. So I'm very excited to see what those new ones are going to look like. But before we do that, I think we should probably tackle what little suspension work needs to be done. It doesn't really make sense to put brand new wheels on a vehicle that you're going to have to remove the wheels again anyways, just to fix the suspension components. You know what I'm saying? Like, the logic there just doesn't really make any sense. So we're going to quickly remove one of them. That guy needs replaced. And then at the rear, we've got another control arm right up there. And then there should be another bolt, like, inside of this thing. There it is. Or another nut. Either way, I mean, we got to get it removed, right? Oh, hold up. What's this? What is that, and where does it go? Looks like... Oh, dude, I think it's the fuel line. Yeah, leading up to the pump right here. Okay, so we're going to need a new fuel line. And something just looks a little funky about this, this steering knuckle over here. Like, if we take a look at the opposite side, it's just a different color overall. So I think we should probably remove this too. God, this is going to be quite the process. Oh, you know what? We're going to have to remove this. We're going to have to remove the brake disc as well. Got to get the brake line off of there. That ought to help. We're going to need our screwdriver so we can actually get the brake disc off of the thing. There we go. Pretty easy, pretty easy. Now we got to get our wrench once again. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Don't, there we go. Sometimes the tools don't really want to be picked up for whatever reason. And then that needs to come off. Okay, these are connected, but just temporary, I guess. Took a little bit longer for that last little nut to come off. Surprisingly, the brake pads actually look like they're in decent condition as well. So hopefully that knuckle is the only thing we have to replace over here. Let's work our way to the back now. We've got a pretty nasty looking brake line here, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. We'll have to buy a new one of those. On the opposite side, though, it definitely looks like one of the pads is seriously worn out. So I'm just going to remove one bolt there, one bolt at the top. We do still have to disconnect the brake line, of course. Now that whole assembly will just fall off. There she is. And then these guys need to get taken out. Yeah, see, look at that one on the left side. How much skinnier it is than the one on the right. That's going to need fixed. Oh my God, there's been a fly in my office all morning, and every time I go to get the swatter out, he just vanishes, just disappears. He knows he's about to get murked. Yeah, and he's gone. Now that I've started to talk about him, he's just out of here. So I've started to compile a pile of all the parts that we're gonna have to purchase from the store. I think I got everything. Oh, this brake line. Okay. And rather than using the little, like, notepad thing, it's nice that you can, you know, have a notepad and make notes for parts to purchase and stuff. I'm just going to throw everything in the cardboard box, and we're going to bring it all straight to the store, so we can get a cheaper price than... Oh, not everything can go in here, though. That is problem. Yep, I'm going to pick it up, and it's... Okay, so the only thing we have to remember is a brake line, just one of them, and just one brake pad, even though I know we have to buy those as a set. What do we need with that? It is for all the models, and it's the rear. It is a rear brake pad, so that's all we're really going to need to remember. Let's just dump them out on the counter. There we go. Is that all of them? No shot. We were only able to bring over 2 pieces? No, dude, yeah, I was going to say the control arm's got to be in there somewhere. Come on, buddy. Come on, out the box. So, first up, we have the upper control arm front left. Upper control arm front left. There it is. 36 bones. We're going to buy one of those. Ooh, we could get some lowering springs. Actually, if we're going to go with the bigger rims, so these are the rims I'm talking about, if you're not sure. They're 16-inch rims, which is the biggest set that they offer here. I think they're just going to look fantastic on the Lad. Especially the 4-door, but you know, we'll get there, But I don't think that lowering springs would be the best idea with such a large rim. So we're just going to continue on with, what is this one? The rear upper control arm. That should be pretty easy. Right here, 15 bones. Done deal. that is going in the box. Oh, should we just toss these things here? Can we do that? We sure can. Okay, very convenient. I'm glad that there's a trash can here. And then this one, same deal. Making a couple of bucks on some worn out parts. That's not a bad deal. Hub carrier front right is next on the list. Hub carrier front right. This guy, 47 bones. Wow, that's pretty pricey for that guy. I mean, it's such a small piece, but very, very crucial. Very crucial. Okay, and then we need a brake line and a rear brake pad. 11 bones for the brake line. And then rear brake pads are not... Oh, they're right here. Brake pads rear. It's just a black rectangle as the image. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. Okay, hopefully we can actually carry these with the box. Why have you done this? Why have you done that? It does seem like they stay in there. And then what about this brake line? If I remember right... Is it working? It's working! Okay, fantastic. Now we're just gonna have to be extra super careful walking back to make sure we don't drop something, because that would not be very good. Back at the garage, we're gonna grab this pad, toss that in, no, in the bin. We're going in the bin, There we go. And then same thing with this old crusty, rusty brake line. That is also... Every time, dude, I know I'm not supposed to be clipping through the wall to throw things away. I just want it to work all the time. There it is. Now that we've got all of our parts brought back to the garage, we're first... Come on, get in there. You can do it. We're first going to install that brake pad back in the caliper. So that is looking good. And then the brake line was from this guy, right? If I remember correctly. So let's get that put back in there. Oh, we need our wrench, dude. Got to get that wrench. Now we'll probably end up topping off the oil as well, since we know it's a little low. It's not terrible. Come on. Come on. There we go. And there we go. Perfect. That side complete. Now for this guy, we just need to hoist you on up here. A little bit more, a little bit more. Oh my god, and the fly is back. The fly is back, dude. Stop. Just leave. Just leave me alone, okay? I don't have anything for you. Granted, my Red Bull can is now empty, so maybe you're interested in that. But you haven't been flying over there at all. Where did the brake line just go? Dude. Dude, what just happened? Oh, I didn't secure the brake pad first. Or the caliper first. But still, where's that brake line at now? Oh, and we have more rust? There's more rust. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, dude. Okay, it's probably in the rear of the vehicle, though. That's usually where... Actually, the trunk. The trunk. Surely you've got to be in here somewhere. These are usually just like 11 bucks, I think, down at the shop. But here, in the parts catalog at the garage, they're like $12.60 something. So, not much more expensive, but still a bummer. I mean, I just have no idea where that thing could have gone. I didn't check the front of the vehicle, I guess. There's a possibility that it's up front. I don't care enough to even look around for the thing, if I'm being real. But I do want to get rid of this rust, so let's see about doing that. It's like, well, I don't know if that's rust, I guess. What's the rust condition like on this unit? It says 5 stars, so I think we're honestly fine. Moving on up to the front of the vehicle now. We've got this caliper to get put on. I need to increase the height, dude. This is just not a good working height. It was for this suspension deal, but for all of the brakes here, it's just not ideal. Can't hardly get under the sucker. There we go. Got that done. Let's get this brake line. And I'm not going to misplace another brake line. I can't let it happen, dude. Anything that's going to get in the way of our bottom line like that is just no bueno. Okay, now this needs completely reassembled. So we're going to have to hold off on the brakes for right now. We've got to start by getting this knuckle put back in there. And then make sure we get all of... Oh, yep, we've got to go back down again. Not a good working height for this. Right about there seems pretty good. We've got to get all of these nuts and bolts securely fastened once again. We've got that one, and then that one in the back. Is it just 3? Now for the hub, that's going to go right there. Big old heckin' nut on the end of that thing. Now we can grab our brake disc, get that put on. Thankfully, our screwdriver's still down here on the floor. This needs tightened. Drop that again. And then I think the last thing we need to do here is just get our caliper put back on. Oh, and I didn't disconnect the brake line on this one? Is that a more efficient way to do it, I wonder? Hang on, the working height's not good again. Dang it. Like, is that still... It is tight. Okay, dude, that's a much more efficient way to go about doing it. And then we won't run the risk of losing another brake line. Like, that's pretty genius. So yeah, we just should disconnect the brake line from back there, leave it connected at the caliper, and then just unbolt the caliper. And the whole thing will fall out as one complete assembly. That's a game changer right there, honestly. Okay, moving right along here. We had on this side, I believe, the upper control arm. So that is going straight back in. Got a bolt over there, and then ball joint right there. Perfect. All right, looking good, dude. Last but certainly not least, we have this, which I believe goes around here. And one more bolt or nut right there. Wonderful. Okay, we are officially ready to get some new freaking wheels for this bad unit. I didn't really think about this because now we've got the wheels removed from the vehicle, so we can't take it over to the shop to pick up the wheels. So we're going to commandeer another customer vehicle. Something wrong with shifting. Probably not going to run that well. My car seems to sit uneven. Anything. Can you paint my car to match? No. Can you change the fuel tank? Suspension parts. Spark plugs. Dude, change my disc brakes. They look one. You know what? If it doesn't break, that's fine. I just need it to get over there. We can use the handbrake if we really need to. Where is the car? Hello? What? Now it says I can't start my car. Maybe there was a pop-up or something. Can you check my lights? Take this job. I clicked abandon on accident instead of close, didn't I? Yeah, that's a bit of an oopsie. Ooh, we got the drop top lad, though. I'm liking this, dude. What a vibe. Okay, we're just commandeering this vehicle simply to go over to the store so we can pick up our personal vehicle's wheels. But this is quite the whip, dude. The blue interior, too? God dang. Alright, it's important that we don't crash a customer vehicle because we don't have the money to pay them for repairs. Or I guess we could just repair it instead of paying someone else to do it. You know what I'm saying, alright? We ain't got the bucks. We ain't got the buku bucks for that. So we've got 16-inch rims here, and then we have 16-inch tires. What we need are probably the low pros, since I would imagine there's not much... Well, we can look at this car, because it's similar. Yeah, there's not much wheel well to work with. This thing actually might even be lowered in the rear, and for some odd reason raised in the front. Interesting. Interesting. So, let's get these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then let's get 4 of these. There we go. There is also a floor jack available and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't think I noticed before. Unless this is all new, but we have a winch, a tint remover, window tint, of course, a move tool, no idea what that does, a builder's torch, probably just a really bright light, an actual flashlight, and then all of this other stuff I think was here before, except performance spark plugs now. Big deal. They're 15 bucks. It's pretty pricey. Oh, and we've just got wheels all over the place. Okay. As we know, not much trunk space on this old girl. So what we're going to do is just try to pile as much stuff as we can into the back seat. We'll bring it all back to the garage, get these things mounted up, and it is going to look just beautiful. God, dude, what a little unit. The brown nugget. That thing was fantastic. Whoever you belong to is a very lucky person. But yeah, we're going to abandon that job because we kind of just needed you for your car. Sorry about it. Now we can get started assembling these wheels. So we've got to get the rim in there first. Then we need to add the tire on top of that. And push a button and Bob's your uncle. It does the thing. It's actually not working now. Okay, there it is. Hang on, hang on. Did I do that correctly? Is that... It's not on. I put it on and then I took it off. There we go. All right, dude. One complete wheel. So, check this out. This is where it gets real crazy. Here we have the original 14s. And just next to that, we have the new 16s. The overall size of it is pretty much the same because we got the low pro tires on it. But the rim size, dude, that's going to be a big change. I think that's going to look fantastic on here. Let's go ahead and just toss one on. Look at that. Look at that, dude. That looks beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now that we know those will fit just fine, let's go ahead and throw... The fly is back. Oh, dude, this fly. I tell you what. It's awful. And he's landing on my hands. All right? It's fine as long as you don't land on me. You know? Okay, that was actually kind of cool. We just tossed it in there. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get rid of these on account of we don't need them no more. And then we'll finish up getting all the rest of the wheels and tires combined. We'll get them all thrown on the vehicle. And we'll be able to see what this thing's going to look like. Oh, and we got to respray it too, don't we? We'll see if we can match the original color. I think that would be probably the best. I think I'm going to leave the front driver's side wheel off because this whole fender is a different color entirely. So we're going to have to change that. And I really don't want to get any paint on these fresh new wheels. So we've got to paint that, and then we've got to paint this door up as well. Probably the inside too, because we do still have that door card taken off. And then we should be good. But let's figure out what the paint code is on this bad boy, Billy. We got 1D6F89. 1D6F89. There she is. 20 bones. Easy as that. So now we can pick this up. Make our way around to this side of the vehicle. I'll first spray the outside. Just the edges, you know, where we've ground and stuff and things or whatever. And then up alongside the fender as well. Gonna have to be a little bit careful here. Make sure we get it all. Wait. Is that just a lighting glitch? I'm so confused. I'm hoping it's just a lighting glitch and that in the daytime it'll look fine. Yeah, see, now it all looks like it's the same color. Oh no, the fender was a different color. It totally was. Yeah, with it lowered down, you can really tell. You can really tell that it was a different color. All the way up to the top. Okay, now we're good. I think I will have to finish the door painting once we have the vehicle off the hoist and all the wheels are back on. Because it's really difficult to open up the door on the hoist, you know. Let's grab this guy. Get him on there. Grab our wrench. And then we can get this zipped on. Oops, that's loosening mode. There we be. There we be, dude. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. This thing looks crazy. And now we can see what our profit would be like. Condition overall is still poor. Obviously, we have the transmission that still needs replaced. We have the rear differential as well that still needs to be replaced. Oh, and this has a 3.8 diff in it, which leads me to believe that maybe we could get different rear ends for vehicles. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. I've already forgot what we purchased the vehicle for, but now it's worth 9,600 bones, which isn't the greatest improvement. We do still have a nasty seat in there as well, but it looks really freaking good. I am super stoked with this thing. Oh yeah, all the tires are going to be flat. Let me air those up really quick, and then we'll roll it back. Now that it's daylight, we're just going to roll her out into the sun. Okay, chill. Hang on. Not that far. Oh my god. Well, thankfully, I can't even get in, dude, to rip the e-brake. Thankfully, no traffic drives over here. So it's not like it's going to get hit or anything. But that looks insane, dude. It looks so much nicer than it did before. Like, the wheels alone just do so much for these things. So, body-wise, I would say it's in decent shape. But this fender, I'm questioning a little bit. Obviously, it was a different color, so that means it was probably a replacement fender at some point. But the body lines just aren't lining up for me. Like, look at this fender on this side. Nice and tight up against, like, the rain tray portion. And then over here, It's a little weird. So I'm going to try to paint that, and we'll see if that helps. But the shape of it seems like it might be just a little dented in some spots. And then our ride height is a little funny. It almost looks like it's leaning. Maybe not. Maybe my eyes are just deceiving me, I guess. But now we're going to touch all of this up. Hopefully I didn't just paint the wheels. Seems like we're good. And then in here, got to make sure we get the inside of the door. The last thing we need to do today is just put back in this door card right there. Perfect. And she is done. Okay, now let's check price. Wait, did it go down? Wasn't it 98 or maybe it was 96? Either way, $9,700 for this bad unit now. Not bad. Not bad whatsoever. Why does the ride height look so funny to me? I don't understand. It could have something to do with that broken differential. Maybe it's making the suspension do some weird stuff in the rear. I have no idea. But we've gotten a great start now on this vehicle. I think this would be a prime candidate to rip the engine out of and potentially do a V8 swap, if we can swing it. We got $10,000 right now, but it would be a really cool 4-door V8. I mean, just thinking about it gets me all excited. So, anyways, I think that is probably where we're going to wind down this episode at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.